There's really only one problem with having 10 dozen sacks of antique gold doubloons. You can't really take them to a Coinstar machine at the supermarket to turn them into modern American cash. So I made a suggestion. We should call Louie Louie. Beck made one of her famous gag me now finger throat gestures. Seriously, I said. Look, I know the guy is sleazy, but he knows people who deal with things like this. Bick could be right, said Storm. After all, we haven't fully complied with all the laws of salvages and fines as established under the UN laws of the sea. In other words, we weren't all the way to sleazy with our retrieval of the loot, but we were definitely borderline skeevy. We should call the creep, Storm said bluntly. Dad has a satellite telephone in the room.
He does? Said Tommy. Awesome. You guys make the call. I'll steer us out of here. Don't want to draw any undue attention to our secret fishing hole.
Beck and I followed Storm into the head, that's boat talk for bathroom, off Mom and Dad's cabin. The key was taped underneath the toilet lid. Then we headed into the room, and Storm gestured toward the satellite phone, which was acting as a paperweight on a stack of file folders. Now we just need to find Louie Louie's phone number, I said. It's in here, said Beck, studying the face of the phone. What? Louie Louie, Cayman Islands, 345 area code. It was the last call Dad made before he, disappeared, I said, so Beck and Storm couldn't say died. Beck pushed the recall last number button and switched on the speakerphone.
Hello, this is Louie. How may I be of assistance?
Beck motioned for me to do the talking. Mr. Louie, this is Bick Kid.
Really? My. What a delightful surprise. To what do I owe the pleasure of this call? Are you seeking a buyer for your, shall we say, cargo?
No, sir. We have a question.
Indeed? Do go on.
Let's say we went for a dive and found some, merchandise. Where would be a good place to take it for a fair, exchange? There was a long silence.
You found merchandise?
Yes, sir.
Recently?
Yes, sir. This afternoon.
Really? My. Will wonders never cease. Congratulations. Your father and mother would be very proud. Very proud indeed. Now then, where are you currently located?
That's kind of confidential.
I see, of course. Completely understandable. However, if I am to direct you to a merchandise dealer, I need an approximate geographic location.
Beck mouthed the word Miami. That was good. Miami was about 90 miles north of our secret treasure trove. Miami, I said.
Ah, good. I have an associate in Miami, a businesswoman interested in doing business with those interested in doing business with her.
Good. Where do we find this friend?
I will make all the arrangements. Simply call me when you reach port, and I will provide you with further instructions.
Thank you, sir.
Of course. My finder's fee is 15%.
But we found the treasure.
And I found the dealer. If my terms are in any way unacceptable...
I checked out my chief negotiator, Beck. She didn't like it, but she was nodding. Storm, on the other hand, wasn't really paying attention to the phone conversation. She was busy flipping through papers in a manila folder. Okay.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.